Yeah. So this is what we call the international laws of occupation. And the irony is that as an officer in the Army, any former officers here? Military? Okay, we were trained in occupation, the Hague and Geneva Conventions. We had to be trained in it, especially for what's going on in Afghanistan and Iraq. So if no merger of sovereignty exists, the situation is governed by the international laws of occupation. The occupying state, called the United States back in 1898 by law, was supposed to have administered the laws of the Hawaiian Kingdom, the occupied state. And it included all these laws. Just like how the US military in Iraq, when they first overthrew the government, was administering Iraqi law, not American joint resolutions. And in Afghanistan, they're administering Afghan law, not American joint resolutions. And occupation is regulated by the Hague and Geneva Conventions. Now this is an interesting quote right here from the US military. It's one of the regulations. It says, being an incident of war, like the Spanish-American War when Hawaii was taken, occupation confers upon the invading force the means of exercising control for the period of occupation. It does not transfer the sovereignty to the occupant, but simply the authority or power to exercise some of the rights of sovereignty, which is the administration of its laws. That's how the theory works on occupation and international law. If you watch CNN, you see it in action. Now, you know this idea of Hawaii being a sovereign state? Well, the laws and the facts show that, but you gotta still test the theory, because it could be all in my head. You know, I couldn't make up all this stuff, right? How do you folks know I'm even not making it up? You guys don't. I might just be telling you a really good story. Well, we have to test it. And I was actually arguing a case in the World Court, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. And that's me over there with the beard, trying to look distinguished. When I got home, my wife said, shave it. Oh, okay. Let's try to deflect the attention on the top. Well, this case shocked people because they could not believe that Hawaii was able to access the World Court, because only sovereign states can access the World Court. And the court itself was perplexed because they could find no evidence that Hawaii was a part of the United States. All they have at the international level are American laws being imposed in a foreign country. There's no treaty. So they couldn't stop the case. So the case went on, and there's actually a DVD, a short DVD, a minute documentary, and this is a short clip of what took place in this case.
Sometimes you get too close to the tree, you lose sight of the forest. And the forest is the nation, and that's what we always have to look at. How is this nation born? How does it continue to exist? And I think that's a discipline. That's where we have to stay on that path. This is a culmination of all that research, all those efforts. And we're talking about a lot of pain, talking about a lot of joy. You know, this is the history of our people for the last 150 years.
There's actually a film crew that documented this whole thing back in 2000. Has anybody heard of the World Court case?
Yep.
How many haven't? Amazing though, huh? Wouldn't you think that's big news?
Yeah.
Quiet. Nothing. Doesn't fit with the way we think things are. And this is Lili'u Kalani from her book written in 1898. She speaks to love of country. The cause of Hawaiian independence is larger and dearer than the life of any man connected with it. Love of country is deep-seated in the breast of every Hawaiian, whatever his station. That's coming straight out of Lili'u Kalani's book. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take you back to a meeting of the Women's Hawaiian Patriotic League in Hilo, Hawaii, talking about the signature petition to kill that second attempt to steal or seize Hawaii sovereignty. Follow.